Crusader Wars may honestly be one of the coolest mods I've ever played, and in today's video we're going to dive in and see if we can go ahead and defend the north. Playing as Frandrel, will we be able to push back the evil forces of Dol Guldur and bring peace and prosperity to the realm? If you guys have never heard of Crusader Wars before, it's a mod that lets you basically fight out the battles from Crusader Kings 3 inside of Total War Attila, and of course today we're going to be using the amazing modded map that goes ahead and implements both the Realms in Exiles Lord of the Rings mod for CK3 and the Dawnless Days mod for Total War Attila. This of course means that we actually get to fight out Lord of the Rings battles, and it's probably the closest we have to a Total War Lord of the Rings campaign on Total War Attila. The new update has also just recently came out and it's made the whole process extremely seamless. I'll leave a link to that down below in the description if you want to check out that video. But here we go, battle under the trees. So yes, we're going to be playing as King Frandrel up in the north in Mirkwood, of course, and the goal is to, of course, try and reclaim as much of this as possible. We have Dol Guldur down to the south, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but for the most part, we should be fine. We make some allies, we obviously help out with Galadriel, and realistically, we should be absolutely fine. Dol Guldur will expand and will continue to conquer more and more of this territory, and our goal is, of course, to just push down more and more into Mirkwood and try and conquer as much of this territory as we can, because the larger we are, the stronger we will be. And of course, every single battle we fight, we'll be able to go ahead and export it to Total War Attila seamlessly. In today's digital age, protecting your online activities is more important than ever. A virtual private network, or VPN, helps you safeguard your personal information by encrypting your internet connection and keeping you secure and anonymous wherever you are. One of the key benefits of using a VPN is protection from the dangers of public Wi-Fi. Hackers often target public networks looking for an easy way to steal sensitive data like passwords or credit card details. With Surfshark VPN, you can confidently browse on any public Wi-Fi knowing your information is shielded from prying eyes. Beyond public Wi-Fi safety, Surfshark VPN also ensures your online security and privacy at all times, whether you're shopping online, streaming, or simply browsing. Your data remains encrypted, keeping it safe from cybercriminals, advertisers, or even government surveillances. Plus, with Surfshark's strict no-log policy, none of your browsing activity is ever recorded or tracked. What makes Surfshark even more reliable is their 24/7 customer support. If you ever run into an issue or need assistance, help is always just a message away. And that's not all. Surfshark also offers an integrated antivirus solution to keep your devices safe from malware and other online threats. With Surfshark Antivirus, you're not only protected online, but also from harmful files that could compromise your device. If you're ready to take your online security to the next level, make sure to try Surfshark VPN today by using the link down below in the description and receive a total of 4 extra months completely for free using code JackieFish. And with Surfshark's 30-day money-back guarantee, there is really no reason not to try it out. Secure your connection and protect your privacy and browsing with confidence. The things we need to obviously set up right here. We do have some good abilities right off the bat. The heroic bloodline that we have going is going to basically allow us to clear out this entire tree right away, which is going to be pretty nice. We'll be able to smith extremely amazing weapons. If we have children, they're going to be very, very well off with all of the beautiful traits. We have good defenses, more culture, more vassal limit, etc., which we're going to need because, of course, conquering more of this land, we're going to need to be able to have plenty of vassals. We also have this absolutely amazing special building right here. This gives us tons of tax, which is going to be important for when we get our retinue as well. That's what we're going to be using in Total War Attila. The retinue will make their way over and give us actual quality soldiers, and the prestige is, of course, always nice. Now, more money wouldn't be a bad idea. We already have architect and we already have administrator, but I think it is time to make our way over to the military tree, as we are going to be going to war, and getting some of these bonuses is only going to help us. So let's grab that up. We also have a few empty council positions, I believe, and some pretty good counselors. Unfortunately, none that are good at actual spy mastery, but besides that, we've got plenty other great ones. So we also have several types of wars that we can declare. We can declare a war of vanquish, which is pretty interesting. This is basically a declaration to clear out the enemies from these positions, and it will just go ahead and remove the orc fill from there. So we don't necessarily have to conquer everything. We can do these wars of vanquish just to basically remove orcs and other foul creatures from the realm. Can I even say that nowadays? Though with these orcs having a wife and children at home, loving, caring orc fathers, good old Chief Gorbag of Orand Anon just wants to love his wife and raise his children, and if these goddamn elves keep coming in and slaughtering them. Finally, the last thing I really want to take a look at is this setup right here. So what type of soldiers do we have? The pikemen are going to be very useful. The skirmishers, I'm actually not sure exactly what these units are set into, but I imagine they will be good. And then what other ones can I create as well? So the heavy cavalry or the elk riders as well would be very useful if they're mapped. Again, some of these units might not be mapped, but I imagine the majority of them are. So let's maybe pick up a unit of heavy cavalry. And let's leave it at that for now. This is all going to be extremely good, and I think it's going to give us some amazing units to kick off. So we're going to start off with a basic war just to test out our soldiers. Basically, it is just a reconquista of the southern lands. So we're going to set up our army right away, start bringing it down. Oh yeah, we also have some cool events as well, it being the Roman Exiles mod. Basically, this event is just telling us that we've kind of gone down into lockdown. We don't like anyone, and we also absolutely hate orcs as well. But it's fine. We will rise, we will fall, and we will destroy everything else. Also, I'm sorry, but this elf right here is 400 and almost 20 years old, and they are a poor position. What have you been doing for the past 400? This person's 1200 years old. What have you guys been doing for the past 4 to 1200 years? So here we go, going into our first battle right here, and I will show you guys just how efficient this stuff is and how awesome the mod actually is. So I'm not going to pause it or anything. So there you go, boom, we'll click that, and the game will just start loading again. I'm not going to make any cuts for this first one, just so you guys can see exactly how easy it is. I'm again not pressing anything. This is all the games, this is all the scripts of Crusader Wars, creating this, designing this, and then bringing it up. Now I'm obviously touching it to go over to historical battles, setting it up, play on legendary difficulty, and then boom, it's loaded in. I've got the units from my armies as best as it can. Again, the elves have a pretty small roster in the Dawnless Days, so I imagine we just get insane units right off the bat. A lot of the other factions are a bit more widely varied, I guess. I think the Elven campaign is going to be quite strong, honestly. Half the battle, honestly, is just figuring out what units we're going to be using, like what units represent what. So as you guys can see, we have Frangel actually himself here as well. So in the more recent updates, I've actually created custom models for a lot of the heroes, which works amazingly. I believe this unit back here is going to be my knights, and this guy is literally just ghost riding the whip right there. Man, look at him go. He's just showing off. This is what this guy's been doing for 1200 years. And of course, all these casualties that go ahead and get occurred in battle in Total War Attila will be reported back. If I end up losing my knights, they'll be wounded, severely wounded. If Frangel goes down, there's a good chance that he'll receive the wounded trait. And in the more recent update, they've made it actually so battles are way more impactful, so that now armies won't replenish as quickly. If you end up losing a big battle, it's actually going to hurt pretty badly. This initial battle, though, should be pretty much a walk in the park, honestly. All we've got to do is set our line up like so, prepare ourselves. We can actually also form a pike square if we get there quick enough, which we do. That's going to basically be able to prevent them from getting stuck in. And I can't imagine these, filthy warriors will be able to do too much damage to us. And we are elves after all. However, we do need to make sure not to lose tons of casualties. Again, remember that units do take a lot longer to replenish in this mod, so we do have to be kind of cautious. But yeah, closing down the distance will be a pretty good style. And generally things do get pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie, when you do fully start fighting the larger scale armies, like once they start getting trolls and stuff. But these minor orc tribes will be much like they would be in real life, a walk in the park to kill. So let's bring our cavalry in right here. I'm going to commit a unit of spears right there to engage that. We've got some soldiers back here. Again, just going to keep them at bay. We managed to surround their forces here, cutting them down quickly. The Elven riders will be able to make very quick work of these. I mean, they are Uruk archers, but still not going to be a problem whatsoever. We should probably also help out here, just making sure we kill the servants of the eye. This is a very good cavalry unit. I don't know what foul magic is at bay here, but we're killing them quite nicely. And then we're also just bringing up some archers to help out here as well. And with that death of their general, this has been a pretty clean battle. One we're gonna obviously write down in the history books. Cleaning that all up is nice, and everything's just gonna break, which is good. Now we can also spend time chasing units down if we wanted to, if we wanted to make sure that none of these guys would survive. believe we could try and do that for a stack wipe. And again, boom, I'm not going to press any other buttons. I'm going to end the battle right here. I want to show you guys again just how quick and easy this is. All the kills will be represented, the knights. Again, I just need to close Total War Attila. Boom, again, not touching anything now. And then boom, the software just immediately brings you back in, loads you up, and will load you again directly into the game. Again, I'm gonna carry on talking. I'm not going to be pressing anything here, making any cuts, because again, I want to show you guys just how easy this is to check out. They've done a great job with just the transitioning, and they've also got some really, really awesome stuff to help you get everything set up as well. So it really is very, very quickly. The load up on CK3 is a little bit long, but I've noticed CK3 load up times have actually been quite long recently, at least with modded stuff, and I obviously have quite a fast SSD as well. And then boom, there you go, straight back into the game. The battle results will go ahead and come in. The casualties, you can see, we lost 26 men right there. We killed 1,200. You love to see it. And now we can obviously set this under siege and start conquering it. I think it would be quite cool as well if they actually made it so you could have more war score through battles, because you'll be fighting more, because it's fun to fight more. I think it'd be nice to actually make that a bit longer in this mod, but still, it's still very cool nonetheless. And again, these casualties won't just come back instantly like they do in normal CK3. They won't be able to just sit in there and regenerate. Again, they'll take a lot longer to do that, which is cool. But we'll take this and then we'll just win. You can see they're coming back for a scrap, but ain't going to be enough, I'm afraid. And we might be able to end that war. So if we wanted to, again, we could just dive in and fight it. Not going to need to right there. And then boom, our next bit of territory has been conquered. Oh, we actually executed him on my orders. Did I execute him? I think we guess we must have, right? I guess he just automatically, maybe that's like a Frandral thing. You just get any enemies and you just kill them right away, probably. Well, Legolas, you are about to receive another duchy in the south here. I am planning on you to go ahead and keep this territory safe and controlled and basically protect our southern borders. So I think this is probably what we want to try and achieve if we can. It might take a couple episodes, but I think it would be quite cool to go ahead and recreate the Greenwood, which I believe is an Empire title. Yeah, all of that. So we're going to basically need to start colonizing a little bit as best as we can, as well as conquering all of this. It does mean we're also gonna have to go to war with these guys. I mean, we could try and encourage them to yeah, we could try and encourage them to be vassalized by us. I'm sure there's some stuff we could do. The stronger we get, the more legitimacy, etc. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Or we just straight up conquer them, you know? I mean, who are they to stand in our way? Speaking of wars, though, we probably should declare war. We can also now declare wars for counties and also for, I believe there's a duchy here. We can also reclaim the entire duchy. Unfortunately, we don't have enough of the stuff right now, so we will just do another one. This does cost prestige, which is a little bit expensive, honestly. But realistically, we'll be able just to move down and clear these guys out. Sorry, what is happening right here? Legolas is currently challenging me to a rap battle right here. Hey, like, Legolas, chill, my man. We're literally rapping right now, and unfortunately, I'm about to have to, you know, get stuck in and prove you why I'm the big daddy. Look at me, Legolas knows when he's beaten. I dropped some mad fire right there, some skibbity riz, and boom. All whilst at war as well. And just like that, the war has been won. Again, not really going to be a special one until we get a bit further south, until we fight a few more of these more important vassals. Okay, I've also started colonizing a few of these western places as well. A lot of the positions are going to need to be upgraded, and the spiders and other things are going to have to be removed as well. So, of course, let's start constructing this stuff. And then to purge them is going to take time that we're going to have just to wait. So yeah, let's move in some forces there. Let's start removing that, and let's start colonizing. Out of interest, could we do multiple at the same time? No, we can only do one at the same time, which is fine. Okay, cool. So let's start expanding our reach out here again. Coming down here as well. Taking this will be pretty good. And again, Dol Guldur is also expanding down into the south. We'll definitely take that. Yeah, you can see Dol Guldur is already expanded. I believe he's also under Sauron. So until Sauron goes to war with the rest of Gondor, if we fight him, we're going to have to fight everybody, which is going to be a little bit scary. No, actually, we should be fine. Oh, okay, I get it. So the reason we can't colonize this is because we don't own these guys yet, but they will actually become my vassal. I was kind of just leaving them for now. But yeah, we can actually demand that they become my vassal. So we'll do that so we can actually start expanding a little bit more as well. So yeah, boom, that's one. And then I imagine that will then allow us to colonize this. Yeah, boom, there you go. And then boom, there we go. We can't do this one. Oh, we're lacking money for that one. That's fine though. Also, we're getting some insane military traits right now. I mean, so far, the Empire is looking fairly decent. Now, we do have to be careful of any orc invasions from the north, but I think we just continue on. We have the prestige, at least for now. We kind of need money. Oh, we have a truce right now. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, look at that. Dol Guldur now up to 7,000 men, and we'll continue to expand down here. We do need to be kind of careful, because if they get too far over to Lorien, then Gladiol will be under attack. Out of interest, could we marry? Could we arrange? No, we can't, right? Yeah, it's just elves and their weirdness. I was wondering if we could maybe marry. Obviously, she's married to Elrond, even though that doesn't happen in the Rings of Power stuff. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Gondor and Mordor in the first war. So Gondor are currently defending for the, for this part of the territory. So we're going to lose a large portion of Ithilien in this first war. It's only a matter of time until things continue to erupt down in the south and Dol Guldur gets stronger and stronger. They are now independent, though, which, don't know, they're not independent. Yeah, we'd still have to fight the whole of the enemy if we wanted to take him on at the moment, at least. Oh, wow, look at that as well. The beacons have also been lit from Rohan. The Riddermark have marched to defend their allies, and they're still getting absolutely destroyed. That's unfortunate. The powers in the east are growing, though Isengard, the west, sorry, are growing as Isengard have taken most of the northern parts of the territory, which is a little bit scary. And you know, the Eastlings are also rising up quite heavily here as well. But we will continue to do what we do best, and we will now declare war on these guys. They are also at war some other people. We should now also be able to declare war for the entire Dutch. You know, we need a little bit more press. Oh wow, we don't have enough fame, really. We're not even illustrious yet. Okay, well that's fine. We should be able to declare a holy, well, not a holy war, sorry. We should be able to declare a, yeah, no, annoyingly, I think we're gonna have to just declare war for a sliver of this territory, as we just don't have enough, we don't have enough fame yet. So let's go and do that. We could also just banish them, but I don't want to do that. Let's raise our army. We'll be able just to probably push down here fairly easily. Yeah, it seems like their army has actually already been smashed by someone else. We are also trying to take some more territory over here as well. Yeah, it looks like you've actually just spanned out there, which is fine. We have also seemingly been able to clear out all the colonization here as well. So we're now upgrading all of these to their Lonely Towns version, which will be nice. And that should allow us to hopefully, then continue on the expansion. So there we go. The battle has been won. We have conquered more territory down here in the south. And the question is, do we go to the west or do we go to the east? We can actually just immediately go back to war with this guy, though, right away, which is what we're going to do. We'll bring down our rally point immediately as well. So yeah, we'll be able to go and conquer this, which will be good. And hopefully will not provide us with too much of trouble to conquer this bit of territory. Again, just more of the farmland. We will probably go to war with someone a little bit more important, though, in a second, so that we'll actually be able to get some good battles in. Beautiful. Our elven culture is expanding. We can give this... Oh, can we not give this over? Can we not? Do we need to... Oh, it's a tribal holding. Ugh. Oh, look at that as well. Okay, Gondor are now losing the southern shores as well next. God, they are not looking good. We've kind of been at a bit of a stalemate recently. We haven't really been able to push off too much. Also, for some reason, this stopped colonizing. I don't really know why we lost this, but we did. Our colonization in the north is going pretty well, but it's extremely expensive, and we're basically now just waiting for all of these provinces to go and gain a little bit more development. Once they've gained all their development, we can then convert them into a proper settlement. Even though I've been expanding, it still looks like we are absolutely tiny on the campaign map as well, compared to like Gondor, Mordor, the Easterlings, etc. Like, we are still making such a small dent in the overall map. Brandrel, I know like things are safe and there's prosperity inside of the Woodland Realm, but come on, man, there's wars to be fought. And there we go, the return of the king. Aragorn has returned, I think, in Gondor's biggest need right here, because Aragorn is desperately needed, I think. Yeah, look at that as well. Oh, they've reformed Arnor as well. Oh, that is so cool. I always love it when you see that, because it doesn't always happen. A lot of the time, Gondor does just fall. I imagine the Riddermark have also actually conquered a little bit more territory up here, I think. And they are still no longer at war. Theoden is also still alive. Is he free of Wormtongue? He might be. Okay, this could be a pretty positive run so far. Okay, now Sauron is going to war with the Riddermark. So he's trying to force the Riddermark to be a tributary state. Saruman isn't actually involved though, but it's basically all of Arnor. Okay, well, good luck, Aragorn. You're here to protect your allies. Okay, so I maybe made a bit of a mistake here. I was just conquering territory in the south, and it seems like we've gone to war with this guy to obviously, you know, just fill out our ranks, fill out our borders, but seemingly they are allied with Dales. Now we have to deal with this 1,400-man army coming in. But I guess it's their own fault for making their way into what is rightfully our territory. Okay, looks like we're going to have ourselves a battle. So we can't go to war quite yet. We are also the ones commanding this battle as well. And it's going to be against Dale. Dale will have some pretty good soldiers. We, of course, have a lot of cavalry. And we'll obviously have to put the elves to use. I kind of want to let these guys get involved as well. Boom, there you go. Okay, now let's dive in. All right, this is going to be one hell of a battle. Okay, we, of course, play on legendary difficulty just so you guys can see. And, okay, that's not crazy. They have a lot of their archers are super scary. Them Dale archers will rip everything apart. Also, their infantry are really scary as well because their infantry throw javelins. Okay, this is going to be a difficult battle, honestly. On the upside, though, we have some of the strongest units in the entire game, so even though we are outnumbered, I think we'll be able to win this one. Also, look how cool this is. So with the brand new update, they've recently added in regimental cultural units, so as you conquer land, you'll get cultures and soldiers from them lands as they fill into your levy. And look at this, we actually have a unit of Dale cavalry right here. This is from the land in the south that we've conquered. They're Dale cultures, so they provide us this unit of cavalry, which is just obviously super cool. So I think our main goal in this battle has to be close the distance because of their brutal archers. To be fair, we're in pretty heavy woodland, so we should be okay. But yeah, we want to basically close the distance, get stuck into melee as quickly as possible, which seems like we're going to happen very quickly, actually. And then pounce our cavalry. Our cavalry is going to be the way that we win this for sure. We'll get these archers to start firing away as well. Some of their back units. Our cavalry is set up quite nicely, and it looks like they've got some units there just stuck away. Okay, if they're going to give me that unit, then definitely get stuck in. We'll bring this cavalry up a little bit more as well. Yeah, okay, we do have infantry here on a lot of spearkin as well. Okay, let's pull out of there. That was a really bad charge there by the cavalry. They had a good charge and then messed it up. Let's pull back. A few lines here are fully engaged, but our spearmen, yeah, we'll make quick work of this cavalry. Okay, seems like a lot of their archers now are undefended as they bring in more soldiers here. We'll commit more men here. I am looking to try and take this out, but I am obviously looking to avoid the rest of their soldiers. So let's bring up more of our spearmen. These swords can break their way around. The cavalry has to go in there. And this is one of the problems with like fighting in these very brutal battles here, is that there's a lot of like hidden units as well. So we should get a nice little cavalry charge here. We are hunting that general down if we can. Yeah, they've got so many swords. Okay, let's try and sneak our way through there. We're engaged here against their cavalry, doing an insanely good job. Wow, look at our elves. Oh, it's light cavalry, that's why. Yeah, they're literally very weak horsemen. Okay, good job. You guys turn to fight that. You guys start putting pressure on there. Yeah, I think we have a very good flank here. We've got some archers completely undefended, and we have their general pinned down as well. We're going to go after them, I think, right away. Or our archers have gone a little bit further forward as well. Let's bring the archers back, committing these guys in. How are we doing along the front line? I mean, it's hard fighting. It really is. Yeah, we're about to get another really good charge here in the back of these units. We need to try and break them as quickly as possible. Again, we are trying to really focus down this general as well. The front line is definitely struggling as well. Like, they're not doing as good as I maybe would have hoped. We got our archers firing in there. Okay, no, I take that back. Our front line has really cleaned this up. We're going to go and just help out here, clean this up a little bit more. Killed one of their generals. I think they still have a couple more. That should definitely send morale shocks. Again, there's two armies here, which is pretty interesting. So they actually have two forces, as they've got multiple armies. So they got two generals. That means two very good cavalry units, two very good knightly units as well. And the fighting is fierce. These Vineland pikemen are just deadly. They get cut in, do tons of damage. Our archers are great though, and we also have some very good soldiers as well. This is our first like real challenge in this campaign for sure. And also as well, we ship them very deadly. They have harpoons, and harpoons don't care how good your armor is. They'll break it regardless. Okay, I think that's going to pretty much do it now for the battle. We're just sending in the last of our soldiers here. Gonna really try and just clean up these archers. These archers are so good though. They really are. They're great rangers, and then they also just do so much damage. But we have our elves surrounding them. That should be enough to, yeah, finish them off. We'll bring up the rest of our infantry now. Pin these guys into the corner. And yeah, this is definitely showing me what we need to do with our army a lot more, I think. I think for sure we need to get more archers in the army, because they can deal with enemy missiles quite efficiently, and that's obviously the main strength of our forces. So I think I'm going to try and recruit a regiment of renown that will give us them bonuses right away. And then we go with that. The battle has been won. We'll try and chase down as many as we can, but again, with the changes to Crusader Wars as well, it shouldn't really matter too much, because their army will take a lot longer. And nice, our first little heroic victory on Legendary, not too bad. We lost 800 men, but remember, they are 800 immortal elves, which I feel pretty bad about. Nice, that should basically concede the fight. They still have 3,000 men left. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You can also see as well, I have the unit sizes turned down a little bit, so it does the ratio down to that. But yeah, wow, that's a lot of men they still have. They're going to probably come back and try and take me on. We might have to fight another battle, I'm hoping. I don't know, actually. I'm hoping we can just siege this and that'll be it. They might come back, though. Oh, we're about to kill this force. Okay, now we'll be able to stack wipe this, and then 2,000 men won't be able to do anything. We're also stealing banners as well. I love it. I love it. We'll take the prestige because we are only distinguished, and we need to be, yeah, illustrious, I think, to actually be able to do anything. But yeah, this was my bad, but it still provided a good war. How is Dogaldor doing? Okay, they've expanded out pretty far. I think they're going to probably go to war with Galadriel soon enough. Oh, God, they're attacking me again. I don't think we need to fight this one, though. Yeah, no, our quality is just beyond insane. So we can just let that one play. So with that, we have now conquered basically all the southern borders. We do need to go to war with this guy. Unfortunately, though, I'm still not what, a tier 3 to be able to actually counter. Yeah, I'm still not illustrious, which is crazy. Like, I don't really know why. I've been taking all the prestige events and stuff, but is what it is. Speaking of which, it seems like the Easterlings have invaded Dogaldor for whatever reason, to conquer some land. It also seems like, yeah, Mordor are going to lose in their war. So this could be a really interesting setup. Oh, and there we go. Theoden is rising to war. Once again, he's now just declared war, just been declared war on against the War of the Riddermark as well. So the White Wizard has made his move, unfortunately. The beacons haven't been lit elsewhere, but I guess they're busy fighting against Mordor. Seems like they've also somehow lost territory here as well. I don't know who's conquered that, but yeah, so far the war is going very much in their favor. And there you go, the war is over. I guess it was always going to be a bad one because Mordor could very rarely ever get to the Riddermark, so they would ever be able to take that war goal. Okay, so I know I'm at war, but I'm actually going to get rid of a couple of these units right now. I think the pikemen are fine, but I feel like the pikemen actually don't show up too much. And I think I just want some archers. Like, I think I just want a bunch more of these archers if I can, because they'd just be so useful. They really would be. We're gonna come down here and conquer this bit of extra territory again, just try and generate some experience, and then I think we maybe just save all of our money. I mean, the thing that's ruined me this campaign is I accidentally went over my limit, but we are just waiting for a lot of these to develop, and as soon as these develop, my income will come flying back. Like, these are very close to being able to be developed. They just need to get to development level 3, so that's, yeah, literally, yeah, pretty much the majority of these will be able to go, and then my income will shoot up, and that will really help us out. So the big bad Dogaldor has now just been destroyed by the Lords of Lorien. There's evil men, but I guess our big bad will no longer be Dogaldor, it will be the Easterlings. And I guess inevitably allying, oh no, by the looks of it, Elessar Aragorn has gone to war as well. Holy war for, yeah, all of this. Okay, cool. Well, I think evil's getting beaten and we're not really doing much about it. But I do think that is a good point to end this video. So we're going to wrap things up there. We fought a couple big battles. I think if you guys want to see a part 2, which we'll definitely do, I think what our plan is, of course, is to form the kingdom, bring everyone in back on, restore the Greenwood, and that'll be our final goal. Which, again, I don't think we're that far off. Obviously, the legendary figure is important. We can start fighting some wars for that. We'll obviously completely control Mirkwood, which we're actually not that far off, right? Like, Mirkwood is almost under our control. Does mean we're going to actually possibly have to fight Galadriel, though, to go and reclaim this and rebuild Dogaldor. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Obviously, subscribe for more as well if you're enjoying this type of content.